YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Good Company Strategy and Tactics, episode 17. So as you can see, in between last episode and this one, we have done some reorganizing of Hooja Data. So now we've got a whole bunch of basically all research desks in here. We've also put down a bunch of rugs to help with the decor and help with everybody's happiness in there. And we've moved our additional module, the logic circuits, and also our analysis tables over into here. I may also, when the need beckons, migrate these things over there. Actually, the need looks like it is beckoning as we speak, so hold on a moment. Okay, we're good. Let's, we just migrated all of those over to here so that we have our little LED matrix production over here, plus analysis, plus a few analysis over here. Let's, before we forget, by the way, this new work zone, Ainsley's Alley, a little miscellaneous module production and analysis. So we certainly want to focus on analysis because that's where all of our analyzing is taking place. So analysis organization for certain, module output for certain, and let's say, do we make a lot of components here? Yes we do. So we'll give them components. We need also a couple more logistics people in there to make their way around. Meanwhile, yes, I know our growing problem grows more problematic with these musical devices, but it all should be well once the market normalizes, or by normalizes I mean advances itself. So we're gonna slap down a couple more of these just to hold the bulk here. If these start taking up too much more, I will probably start migrating some of them to our other sales facility, just so that they can be held in there until the market can absorb them all. But I don't want to slow down our production. I'm confident in this. Now, speaking of our production, everything looks nominal here. Oh yeah, let's, the other thing that I want to get into here is some of our boosts here. We did set up the blueprint for our Cameron Salisbury STEAKINATOR, but I'm wondering if we can do a little bit better with some of these designs, because the one problem with this right now is that it costs 5.90 days to assemble this beast. Now that will obviously be taken down by all of our boosts, but having that high of an assembly time means we're going to need a lot of assemblers to get any sort of volume of this thing output. So I think what we want to do here, because the problem is we have so many different modules, because of the nature of this thing, because each heater reduces the power supply, and we need to bring the power supply itself back up to a positive here. We need to cram a lot of modules in here at the moment, and that's why the assembly time is so high. So if we invent some more advanced modules before we begin production of this thing, I think this might lead to a better overall product. So in that vein, I've set up we're going to the advanced power supply, actually. And then we could, well, I'd want to do medium polished case to make that even spiffier, but that requires Research 3, and we have not gotten that far yet. So the other thing that we could probably do here, where's our heaters? Heaters. It's not under batteries. Heaters, there we go. We can, in theory, get advanced heaters down as well. Now this is all going to require a metric F-ton of research, which is why we are going so gung-ho on research here and analysis over there. And we might need to use the rest of this space for additional analysis purposes. But let's go to our business development and unlock a few things to aid us in additional research. So the first thing that I'm going to unlock here is down here, research funding. So these ones will give you extra speed in research or analysis, with the downside of it costing a bit more in wages for all the employees in that work zone, which, you know what, that's fine. That's a good enough boost, so we're going to unlock that. The other thing we're going to unlock here is specialized team. So this is the other reason why I cleaned out all of the analysis tables from Hooja Data, is that now the only workers in that work zone are people using the exact same table. And that allows us to slot in another 20% boost for them. This also allows us to slot in centralized logistics for any building. This one will be good for Shona's Star House. And we get both of them for the one purchase of this, so bada boom. Now, I think it is time we put those to use. So Hooja Data, we don't need analysis anymore. We don't need module outputs. We do want the basic research output. We want research development too, and we're willing to accept the additional wages. And then the specialized team will give everybody their boost. And we don't actually need any logistics employees here, because all of the researchers pull their stuff from the ether. They just pull straight from our point totals here. Right then, let's get higher in here. We don't need anyone in those things. The lemur zone is the other building that I bought that I have not decided on a use for yet, but it's good to have in our repertoire. All right, I think we're good to roll this out. The other thing is I'm going to need to charge up more success points in order to get buy a couple of bits of machinery that are needed for our to do our STEAKINATOR line properly. We got someone who is full. Yeah, the circuit board. We don't need that declared as a sink anymore. I wonder if the analysis desk can, I don't think they, they can't do modules, or components rather, so they can only do modules, I should say. So I can't analyze away those circuit boards if we're making too many of them. If we're producing too many of them, I may convert this this extra circuit board producer into another LED matrix creator. But yeah, look at the speed of this research here. They're chipping away at it lightning fast. And with their happiness boosts, that also gives them luck. While it's not active yet because they're happy, they were just hired and their happiness can only raise so fast. Their luck will eventually start allowing them to get double research production lucky strikes. But look at this. So we've got we got 57% research effect, and that's with the happiness at a minimal level. As their happiness grows higher, their research speed will grow higher. And this is why I'm saying we may, in the near future, need to expand our... Do I need to get a courier to shuffle just regular batteries over here? Because at the moment, I'm kind of the courier doing that. Actually, you know what I think the problem is? The problem is that we don't have enough redundant battery storages here. That's the problem. And do we have any more? Oh yeah, are these guys full? They're getting there again. Again. For Pete's sake. That being said, we are getting close to finishing the assignment. I'm a little unhappy about our competitors, which seem to have picked up the pace in producing the features. I mean, at this point, we've already secured the majority, but now we just need to get the profits from that, and of course, the rewards. And of course, the boost in rewards to success points from getting the majority of that will certainly ring true here. All right, this one's full. Give me a moment while I... All right, we're back. Got those replaced and got them resituated here. And yeah, we can see there's lots of excess modules because it's going back on the tram here. So when we convert back, when we finish up our thing, I think we're going to convert all of these producers to courier bots and just completely dominate that market. Meanwhile, I think I am just going to, because this is a temporary problem, the courier bot, if I remember correctly, does not actually have any regular battery, so I don't want to set up too much infrastructure for it to handle it, because we're just going to dismantle it anyway. And you are full up on that, so back to stylish cases for you. That's another bit of manual work I'm going to have to keep up with, but I can survive that. It's worth it for the bonuses. Yeah, so this beast of a research, we're down to the last legs for it. Aha, we are. I was worried about this. Are we short on? Yeah, we rug pulled that from them. I didn't set up a thing for that. So you are. We need to adjust one of our analysis routes. Is what we're doing, or one of our courier routes. Logic gate trio is, I think. Yeah, we need to rethink this one. We only really need one container of logic circuits because it can hold 30 of them. So I'm going to throw electronics on this. And we're going to pick those up at Shona's storehouse. We're going to drop them off there and do nothing with them at the bow. Yeah, it works. We might not need all 3 people because now it's actually a slightly more efficient trip. Slightly more efficient. But that should funnel electronics there, and then just to keep them productive for now, I'm gonna just do a one-off manual seed. And that should keep them busy. Ah, it's a thing of beauty. The other reason I wanted to greatly ramp up our research production capabilities is that whenever we start getting into Mark III and Mark IV, those become even slower to research. The base speed of researching one of them is going to be even higher. So we're going to need a powerhouse like this to get in there and be able to keep doing our research in a rather efficient manner. All right. What's this? Oops. Deliver calculators. Ooh. What's the requirement? Because do we naturally meet the requirement with our Valenruculator? That's the question. 2.5 battery. What is the Valinculator? Can we do this without reformulating? Ah, we're half a battery point off. That's unfortunate. We'd have to swap a battery stack out for a double battery stack. But they're paying $1,700 for it? $1,600. So not quite as much, but still $1,600 compared to the stock standard tier 2 market price of $1,200. So it's a bit higher. I'll give them that. We're selling everything that we're making. All right, maybe it is time to do more Valinciculators. Although, if we really wanted to do this assignment, we would actually make sort of a sister product, because while this feature is required, we don't need as much of the visual. I think we need a little visual for it to count as a product. Let me look at here. Valinculator. Yeah, so the visual is a mandatory feature, which means we can't leave it at a 0 like we could the memory for our toy bots, but we could leave it at a 0.5. We could make an El Cheapo version of this with extra battery and absolutely nothing with these, and then just start producing that. That's a thought. What's your thing? It's more success points. Dang. Okay. I think we might dip out of the regular Valinculator market and make a El Cheapo version, and then return to it in full glory. We're not going to shelve the Valinculator. We're just going to make a different version to our client's specifications and not a bit more. So I think that puts us in a pretty good spot. What I might do, I'm trying to think of the logistics of how to do this. I might just swap out the regular palette for the sales palette and just swap the formulation of it. That might work. All right, well, let's give it a shot. If you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent, your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya!